What did I do to get 25 listings my first 3 months in real estate? Stay tuned. This is Wild Lily Handy coming to you from San Antonio, Texas, and the Rio Grande Valley with eXp Realty. All right, so I'm going to give you 4 methods that I use to get my 25 listings my first 3 months in real estate in Texas. Well, of course, one of them was mindset and affirming. I have 25 listings my first 3 months. I have 25 listings my first 3 months. I really wanted this. So that was number 1, getting my mindset. And then the strategy or the plan that I was going to do. What was I going to do? So there's different methods to use, and I'm not big at cold calling or prospecting over the phone. So I just started hitting the street. So 1, I started introducing myself to the neighbors on my street. I lived in a small subdivision. I bought a tiny home. I started to do some improvements to it, a new driveway, lots of concrete, a carport. So it brought a lot of attention. And neighbors started to reach out to me. In addition to me going over and meeting them, I'd give out Valentine candy to the kids on Valentine's and Easter and on Thanksgiving and Christmas. So I stayed in touch with my neighbors, but for the first 3 months, I had to really hustle. So I went and introduced myself to all of them, and one of them happened to be the subdivision owner who had 44 lots and only 10 of them had been sold. So wow. He was a great connection, and his parents wanted me to help him out. So that was 1. So I developed a relationship with him, and he was one of my first clients. I ended up getting, I think it was like 10 or 15 lots from him. All right, so you might think, lots? Man, lots are only, back then, 10 to 12,000 per lot. That's okay. I had listings, right? I wanted to put my sign all over the town. I wanted to dominate my town. So I got, I think it was about 15 listings from him. Secondly, I went and met the city manager assistant in my town, and I volunteered to keep Mercedes beautiful. And so every month we had meetings, gatherings, volunteered to help the community, pick up trash, anything that helped beautify our little town of Mercedes, which was 16,000 in population. From there, I started volunteering to do a demolition for an elderly man whose home burnt down. Okay, and I met a lot of other people and started to get some home listings from there. Thirdly, I sent out expired letters every day and was prepared to start getting listings. So I bought real estate signs, prepared, ready to do that, and have those ready to put up. So the expired listings were listings that didn't sell within the first 6 months of the realtor they were. So I felt confident that I could talk to those sellers and statistically show them how I could sell their property at a little bit lower price because it hadn't sold. And then fourthly, I ended up door knocking around my town to all the for sale by owners and got additional listings that way. So I started putting signs throughout streets in my little town. Another way to dominate the market of my hometown. And lastly, was volunteering for phone duty at the office. So I would volunteer to answer phones 2 hours at a time every day. I take over other realtors' phone duty time that they weren't available. So I got some buyers that way and also some sellers. So do you think I made it and got my 25 listings within 3 months? You bet. I was persistent. I was adamant about getting 25 listings, and I actually got more than 25 listings by implementing those 5 methods. My mindset, meeting my neighbors, offering my services, meeting the city manager's assistant, volunteering to the local Keep Mercedes Beautiful committee, and getting exposure to other individuals in my hometown. Third, driving around and approaching all for sale by owners in my town and being persistent with them, developing a relationship, putting up my signs. And fourth, mailing out expired letters to all the expireds in my MLS within my county, not just my hometown. So I started putting signs throughout, and I actually dominated my little hometown of Mercedes, Texas, and got minimum 25 listings my first 3 months. So if I can do it, you can do it. But it'll take working every day and implementing different methods to achieve getting listings every month. Now, today, back then I was not a social media person. Today, you can also get listings, buyers, sellers through social media. And that comes on another video. So stay tuned for another video when I talk about YouTube for getting prospects. This is Wild Lily Hendy coming to you from San Antonio, Texas with eXp Realty. Catch you at the next video.